morning everyone. This is Pallavi from Commerce Department. I did my MBA and MCOM from various institutions. I have 7 years plus experience. So I qualified set also. Today we are going to discuss about important terms in the financial accounting. Okay. So with the help of these terms only we need to finish off our accounting practice. Until otherwise it's highly impossible. So we have to aware as a commerce guy. So as a commerce student, we must and should awareness about these things, these terms, important terms. Okay, what are they? First one is assets, liabilities, incomes, losses, and capital profits. Okay, now we are going to discuss in detail what you mean by assets. Okay, first we have to discuss about assets. Assets in the sense we have to acquire, while we have to sacrifice our money, we have spent some amount, we have to brought it for the purpose of using of long term. Okay, generally assets it will be divided into two types. One is fixed assets and another one is current assets. Another one is current assets. Okay, now we are going to look at on the fixed assets. Which assets we whenever we have to use a certain asset, we will get the benefit more than 5 years time period. More than 5 years time period. That is going to call as fixed assets. We cannot again and again, there is no need to purchase that kind of assets is fixed assets. For example, land, buildings, plant and machinery, and furniture, fixed deposits, bank or etc. Anyway. So land, buildings, plant and machinery, furniture, fixed deposits like this, those we have to treat it as a fixed assets. Why? Because whenever we are spend a certain amount, we will get the benefit more than 5 years. That kind of assets is nothing but fixed assets. Now we are going to discuss about the current assets. So less than 5 years time period, which assets we are going to use, those assets we are going to be treated as a current assets. Okay. For example, current assets is nothing but bills, receivables. So cash in hand, cash in bank, and next, so paying advance, paying in advance. Okay, debtors, short-term investments, those will be treated as a current assets. Okay, so within 5 years we have to again change those assets we are going to call as current assets. Next one is liabilities. So what you mean by liabilities? While we go for the business, we don't have the sufficient amount. For example, if you want to start the business with rupees 1 crore, under situation you don't have that much of amount. You are having your own money, either maybe 50 lakhs, either maybe 20 lakhs, whatever it is that. Remaining amount we go through that, getting a loan from the outsiders. That is nothing but liabilities. So liabilities in the sense here it is two types. One is long-term liabilities and short-term liabilities. Okay, more than 5 years of use, that those it will be treated as a long-term liabilities. Within the 5 years, less than 5 years time period, whenever we are getting the borrowings from others, that is the short-term loans. For example, here it is bank loan. Those it will be treated as a long-term. Here it is short-term bills, payable, creditors. So outstanding expenses, those it will be treated as a short-term loans. Next one is incomes. While we are selling of our goods or services, we will get some return that is going to call as income. So next one is losses. So for example, cost, the difference between the cost price and sales price, whatever we are having, that is going to call as a profit. So next, that is the difference. Here it will be negative. It will be treated as a loss of our business. Next one is capital. Capital is nothing but owner's own investment or initial investment of the owner, that is going to call as a capital. So next, profits. So sales price, the difference between the sales price and cost price, it will be positive. It will be treated as a profit. Okay. So while we go for the doing of our accounting, so must and should we have to aware about these things. So that is a very important. Without these terms, without the knowledge of these terminology, we cannot do the practice of our accounts. Okay. So in our next class, we go through that what are the debit